So I hope this is going to work. If you're just popping on, it's 1 for live, 2 for replay, and 3 if you don't mind sharing. That would be awesome. I'm going to give this a shot. I'm trying to work on a recipe. I don't know exactly how it's going to come out, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it's going to be delicious. I am doing the keto creamy cookie dough frosting that I was showing last night. I kind of tweaked it in places to try and see, you know, if I could change some stuff. So we're going to see how it comes out. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. I am going to do just a half of a batch and not doing a whole batch. So I'm going to go over the ingredients really quick with you guys. Hi, Michelle. How are you guys all doing? Hi, Roseanne. So for a half a batch, it's 3/4 of a cup of your sweetener. I'm doing the golden monk fruit because it needs to be like a brown sugar. That's what is in the recipe, is a brown sugar. So I figured if I did the golden monk fruit, it would be sort of kind of like the same thing. So I'm gonna try that. Of course, 1 stick of butter softened, which is what I have here already. 3/4 of a cup of almond flour. Of course, it calls for all-purpose flour. I'm going to use almond flour. It calls for a teaspoon of vanilla, which I have. Salt. I'm going to use the pink Himalayan salt. And that's a half a teaspoon. It's a teaspoon of vanilla, a half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm using the pink Himalayan. And then it calls for a half a cup of almond milk. I'm going to actually do the almond coconut because this is my favorite. A half a cup of your sugar-free chips. Of course, it said regular chocolate chips. I'm going to use sugar-free. I'm going to use the Hershey. I'm going to use basically what this is. Hi, everybody. Don't forget to say hi when you're popping on so that I know you guys are on. Okay, so let's get started. First things first, I'm going to put the butter in so that I can mix it up and make it soft. Easy and pliable. So it's 1 stick of butter, and it's been out for a little while, so it's nice and soft. I probably should use like a mixer kind of thing with it, but I don't really want to dirty too many dishes. I hate doing dishes. That is like one of my pet peeves. Not my favorite thing to do ever. Okay, so all I have in there is butter. So now, hey Karen. So now what I'm going to do to that, I'm going to add the vanilla and the almond milk. I'm going to put all of the liquid ingredients together and then put all the dry. So we're going to add the vanilla, which is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. My daughter is jumping on the couch, which she knows she's not supposed to be doing, but she knows she can get away with when Mommy is live. Hey, Judy. Don't forget to put, if you're watching live, put 1. If you're on the replay, put 2. And if you share it out, put a number 3. Okay, so we have the vanilla, which is 1 teaspoon into our butter. And then we're going to do our almond coconut, and I'm doing a half a cup. I hope this comes out really good, guys. Like, I hope it does. Because then my chocolate cake that I made, my mug chocolate cake that I made last night, we'll be getting some frosting. Okay, so now that all the Can you guys see the bowl? I'm just using a regular bowl. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Heather. How are you guys all doing?
Hi, Heather.
She has to get her 2 cents in. She's trying. Okay, so
Heather.
Now that we've got this going, to that we're going to put our sweetener, which we're going to use the monk fruit golden. I'm going to do a half, oh no, 3/4 of a cup. Sorry guys, 3/4 of a cup of our monk sweetener, which looks like brown sugar. Can you guys see that? It looks like brown sugar. Like it literally looks like brown sugar. So we're just going to put that in. 3/4 of a cup. It's going to turn the look of this. It's going to start. Can you guys see the brown tint? Like the lighting in here is not the best, but I hope you can at least see the brown tint. So it's like it's almost like it looks like it's got molasses in it. I'm curious if it does. It probably doesn't. But use this in replacement for brown sugar. I did it on my ham for Thanksgiving. It was really good. Or was it Christmas? Did I do a ham for Christmas? Maybe it was Christmas. I did a ham. And it was really yummy. Okay. So now to this, I'm going to add my salt, which is right here. It's add a half a teaspoon. I'm literally just gonna eyeball it, guys. I love my pink Himalayan salt anyway. And salty is always just a really nice little add-on you can do. So hopefully this turns out, guys. Like I said, this is a trial run. I want to see if it's going to even come together or not. We will see. So to that, we're going to add our almond flour, which is also 3/4 of a cup. Make sure I added everything. I'm pretty sure I did. This is what I'm using for almond flour. Good old Bob's. So if you're just popping on, I am making, yeah, you hear Emma in the background. Yeah, she's jumping on the couch, being naughty, watching TV. But that's okay. She's staying busy. So we're going to see how this works, guys. Almost looks like I might have to... So once this gets mixed, I'm going to add the chips. So I'm not adding the chips until it gets mixed. Sorry guys, I had to try it. The monk fruit definitely, the golden, definitely gives it that feeling that it's got brown sugar in it. It's definitely in there. I'll let you guys see it in just a second. It's still not completely mixed. And I have carpal tunnel, which is really bad, and I probably should have used a hand mixer. But I'm going to use a fork just to kind of blend it better. Hi, Julie. Hi, Mel. I'm just popping on. I'm just making some frosting. I want to see how it comes out. It's a regular recipe that I've changed over to keto. So we're going to see how well it works. So I just kind of switched over to a hand blender would probably be better. Just so you guys all know. In advance. I fly by the seat of my pants sometimes. So please bear with me as I mix this. I'll let you guys see it. Oops, I just dropped my... See how chunky it is? So hand blender is definitely something to do. Probably didn't help either, the cold milk, you know. Mix it differently, maybe. But I'm going to try it. Just see. Like, really try it. Just to kind of see if it's going to be like a frosting. The monk fruit's crunchy, but it does taste like a frosting. So I think if I kept working at it, it will blend. I just don't want you to have to stay on here to watch me blend this. But it is coming together. And it does taste very well. So now what I'm going to do, it's a half a cup. Sorry, I just stepped on my measuring spoon. Put it in the sink. So I'm going to use, sorry, I had to lick my finger. The Hershey Kitchen sugar-free chocolate chips. And I have this amount, which is probably about a half a cup. So I'm not even going to measure it. I'm just going to pour this into there. So if you're doing a nice chocolate cake, which now I'll have to make another one. Like I said, I put a couple of them aside so that I would have some to do some prep work. And that looks really good, guys. Look at that. I just kind of came up with that. Woohoo! I showed you guys the recipe and I just kind of went with it and did substitutes for the flour. I did almond flour. Substitutes for the milk, I did the almond coconut milk. Substitute for the sweetener, I did the monk sweetener. The golden. Make sure you do the golden. And then for the chips, I did the sugar-free Hershey. So, and this is what it looks like, guys. This is going to be really good. I'll have to make like a, I don't know how long it's going to like stay good. I'm glad I did a half a batch. This is only a half a batch, guys. This is only a half a batch. But I'm sure that if I might make like a, make a cake tonight, like a keto cake, like a big one, and then put this on it, or it might stay pretty fresh. I'm not exactly sure how fresh this would stay, but everything in it is something that I can keep in the fridge. So I think what I'm going to do is keep it in the fridge, and like different things that I make for like a cake or whatever, like I can just take out some, but it looks really, and it tastes really good. Like I haven't had it with a chip yet. Let's see. Bite. Okay. My recommendation, it taste really good. My recommendation is take your butter and cream your sweetener in it first. That way it gives your sweetener enough of a chance to blend with your butter so that it will take that grindiness out of it, because it is kind of grindy. But if you take that out, that part, it really tastes really good. I really like it. this all worked well towards that recipe. I will take a picture. I have the whole frosting, and then I have a half a batch, which is what I did. I'll take a picture of that and put it on there. And if you guys try it, please let me know. I would love. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Hi, Karen. I would love to know if you guys tried it. I wanted to totally. Yeah, you probably could. Hi, Bruce. You probably could heat it up a little bit. My butter had been left out like all day long because I wanted to have it really soft. But what I did wrong was I took my butter. Sorry, someone's calling me. Hold on just a second. I took my butter and I added cold milk to it. That was my mistake. I'm not a perfect chef. I never claimed to be. I just figured all of the fluid and wet stuff should be put together. And in that instance, I probably should have did it differently. So, everybody makes mistakes. This is me. But it did turn out, and it does taste delicious. I am going to be making cinnamon pretzels. I might make a double batch and do cinnamon and then do regular pretzels so that I can use this as a dip. I think that'll be really delicious to use the pretzel and the I'm going to wash my hands and then I'll be right back. So that's my plan. I'm going to put some in the fridge, and I'm going to use some on one of the chocolate cakes that I have. I'll take some pictures, guys. And I'll put the recipe on the comments, in the comments. And then if you put on there that you can't find it, automatically either message me or I try to go back and go through the comments so that I can see them so that I can send you the recipe. So that you guys can have it. I want you guys to try it. I really do, because it's something new that we haven't tried, and I'd love for you guys to try it and see what you think. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. I love you all, and I will see you all tomorrow at 6 my time with Michelle. Okay. I love you all. God bless.